2000 elections were incredibly divisive, determined by a partisan vote of the Supreme Court, political vote, but nonetheless we had a free, peaceful transfer of power. We did not have that in 2020, and it looks increasingly like we're not necessarily going to in 2024. What happened?
Well, we had a candidate who refused to accept the verdict of the American people. That's what happened. And the alleged crimes that he committed may be adjudicated in court if, as many expect, the U.S. Supreme Court rejects his claim of total immunity, that he would be able to assassinate his political opponents with impunity and total immunity, which is, of course, completely absurd.
His lawyers tried to skirt that, I saw, yeah.
Well, yeah, but, you know, the lawyers were put in a tough spot by their clients' desires there. But in any case, our democracy is threatened now, for sure. And, you know, here at Davos, every year they compile this list of the greatest threats, much as you do, of course. And on the Davos list this year, there's a new #1 threat, and that is misinformation and disinformation. And I think that's intimately connected to the threat we now face in American democracy. These algorithms that suck people down proverbial rabbit holes. They're more like the pitcher plants with slippery sides. And at the bottom of the rabbit hole, that's where the echo chamber is. And people who dwell long enough in the echo chamber become vulnerable to a new kind of AI, not artificial intelligence, artificial insanity. And it is weaponized by those who are inculcating the delusions. And you get QAnon and climate denial and election deniers. And that is a very serious threat to our ability to govern ourselves. But the undermining of the law, journalism, when we have probably the best generation of journalists overall in human history, it's really quite remarkable, I think. And the refusal to accept the fair results of elections that have been studied very carefully and found not to have any significant.
Plenty of judicial cases.
Correct.
All thrown out. Exactly.
Correct. That is that undermines the authority of knowledge and puts wind in the sails of this authoritarian populist wave that is now a global wave. And there are many other causes for it, but the misinformation and disinformation goes hand in hand with the dictator wannabes who want to overturn the authority of knowledge and put their will in the driver's seat.